What's good, TikTok? This is your girl 8888888. How y'all doing? Trust everyone is doing well. Trust everyone is focusing on themselves and their health and their families and only the things that are truly important at this time. Once again, like I always say, I would like for one to take what resonates and leave what does not, because there's no point in taking what doesn't resonate. Duh. Anyway, I just wanted to come on here real quick and just channel something that had been reoccurring seemingly. Just like a reflection on cycles and patterns, because there are a lot of cycles that tend to play out in the world. And the world and everything as we know it has just been one recycled thing. Like, for example, you see how they got the old classic movies? They'll just remake it every couple years, remake, and they keep recycling the same stuff. But that's ultimately because this old energy or past energy tends to come around and keep recycling itself over time. But this is a very important time to pay extra attention to cycles and things that are going on in one's life, because sometimes you may try to avoid certain things but then end up going headfirst right into the same situation. So this is just an optimum time for as much observation as possible. Also, another message that I wanted to channel was, what did it say? It was yes, taking the time out to, sometimes when things happen to us, when bad things happen to us, we tend, or not necessarily bad, but when things happen to us, we tend to project and be like, oh, it was them, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, sometimes it takes a minute, and it takes a real mature person, and it takes some real self-analysts to look at oneself and realize how you or one may also be a karmic in one's life, or acting in a karmic situation. Like, just because someone interacts with you in a karmic manner doesn't mean you need to return the same energy to them. And sometimes we may spend time blaming other people for certain aspects or certain things that surface, when we also could take the time to turn inwards and look at how we are also the culprit in those situations as well. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, but specifically, just pay more attention to things that you wouldn't pay more attention to. And I know that's easier said than done, but sometimes at times we may think that we are not the problem when we can very well be the problem. And I'm not saying we're the problem all the time. It could very well be the other parties as well. However, if you're the type of person like me who likes to self-analyze and try and wake up every day and do better and be a little bit better than the previous day, then you will know that it takes time. But also, if you're consistent and you're willing to continuously do the work every single day, then ultimately you're ahead of the crowd, because a lot of people aren't conscious of the cycles that they keep perpetuating. They aren't conscious of the behavior that they keep allowing to surface. They're not conscious of the cycles that they keep bringing up in life because of whatever unhealed version of theirs that's outdated that needs to be eradicated, or whether people, basically, we're just gonna pull a few cards just to see. I just wanted to channel that because it was heavy, so I wanted to just share that, because that was for somebody specific. Let's see what comes out. Let's pray a little bit. Ancestors, spirit guides, angels, deities, ascended masters, all of the positive entities that watch over us and care for us on the daily. Thank you so much for all the love and patience that you show to us. Thank you for all the protection and the guidance that is... Excuse me. Thank you for all the love and the guidance that you show to us on the daily, on the regular. We are eternally grateful. And we are nothing, excuse me, without your guidance. So thank you very much for that all the time. Okay, so the first card out was the Sun card. And the Sun card is just getting to a place where you can just breathe. The Sun card is illumination on things that may have been in the darkness, being privy to. Oh my God, what is going on right now? What is all this interference that's trying to come? Sometimes when you're trying to do something, things may interfere at that specific moment that you're trying to do something. And sometimes it may take more than one try to get it because of the interference that's trying to come and interfere with whatever you're trying to do or whatever message you're trying to channel or whatever. But just push that to the side and do what you got to do. Even if you need to take a break, regroup, and then come back. You may. Anyway, when I think of the Sun card, I think of illumination. I think of the sun coming out after those gloomy days. I think of health and how the sun charges our system. Specifically, sometimes melanated people need to go out into the sun and just sun gaze and recharge themselves and just take in all of the downloads and all of the upgrades that the sun may have for us. It's interesting how we spend a lot of time hiding from the sun. Some of us put on sunblock, regardless of whether you're white or black or in between. Some of us put on sunblock. It's very interesting when I see melanated people putting on sunblock. I'm like, oh, okay. Sometimes we may put on sunblocks. At times we wear shades to block the sun rays from shining in our eyes, although that is valid because the sun can also scorch you and fry you. Sometimes we need those downloads that the sun has to offer, and we need that upgrade, and we need all of the vitamins that the sun has to offer. But us consistently closing ourselves off to the sun keeps us from being able to get the downloads that we're trying to get. But sometimes some people may not even be conscious of the fact that we need to get downloads from the sun. Some people go through their whole life without really truly knowing the importance of the sun. The sun is very important. In fact, it's so important that we are going to read the Sun card and see what it says. Okay. Yay! It's the energy of the moment. Things are about to get really good. It is safe to be optimistic. There are no other shoe dropping. In fact, put on your cute shoes and dance. People are naturally drawn to your light. Your love is your light. Radiate and shine your splendor. You have nothing to hide. The Griot ancestor illuminates your path with warmth and positivity, encouraging you to embrace your true self, express your creativity, and bask in the blessings of life. The griot is depicted as a griot of Mali, strumming his kora in front of the great mosque of Djinni. I don't know if I pronounced that well. I'm really apologetic. If you know how to pronounce it well and you can break it up and put it in those baby terms or how to say it in the comments, please feel free to do so. I apologize once again if I butchered it. Griots are talented oral historians who sing, tell stories, and create music with scholarly lessons. Ancestral medicine. Allow that inner confidence you feel to radiate outward. Hold your head up high and smile. Be open to opportunities for prosperity in love, money, and success. Yes, yes, yes. We accept that. We accept. This Okay, here's the declaration. My future looks bright. Yes, exactly. That's what we're going to go on, because the future is bright. For those of us that have been doing the work, for those of us that stay loyal and stay on the path, regardless of things trying to come in our way and discourage us, we are truly, truly, truly onto something. And we're going to get exactly where we've been trying to get. I know there's been a lot of distractions, a lot of people trying to come and discourage you, a lot of people just coming with a bull crap, but ultimately, when all that happens, just take a moment of silence, take a moment to turn inwards and just nurture yourself for a second, and then continue the next day or whatever. Just take a pause, take a moment, just take a breath, and then come again, because I know a lot of things been trying to discourage me lately, and I'm not about to let anything discourage me from my true purpose, my true path, and my bliss, because I've worked so hard to get to the point where I am. I'm not going to let anything destroy that, and you shouldn't let anything destroy that, because you are so powerful and you are so beautiful, and you shouldn't let anything that truly doesn't have your best interests at heart move you. So we're just gonna close this out right here, because that was just a beautiful message that it had to share. It's just a little quick one, and remember to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have anything specific that you would like to share, please do so in the comments down below. And yeah, peace.